Hi there, I'm Yvonne de Celis, and I am coming to you on YDCtv. Sorry for being a little tardy this week. I'm only going to have time probably to do this and maybe one other training video. As I said in another video, I'm going to try to cover two things that have been brought to my attention, one by me and one by somebody else. One is about the frequent nosebleeds, and the other one is about things you can do to help with sleep apnea in the event that you don't have access to a CPAP mask. I did not find any energy healing exercises for that, but I did find exercises you can do that will help you with sleep apnea symptoms if you do not feel like using a CPAP. I'll cover that on the next video. Today I'm just going to cover what to do if you or someone you know gets frequent nosebleeds. My father used to get them constantly. As far as I know, all his life, he's had a problem with very frequent nosebleeds, and I had that problem when I was very young. I used to get them constantly, and then I stopped for a while. They just kind of disappeared on their own, but they've recently come back, unfortunately, and I get them constantly again, but I found a way to make them a little less frequent. I'm just going to show you what I use here really quickly. I use sea salt. I'm trying to make this a little closer to the camera. Sea salt. I was told to use regular sea salt for this, sea salt and water. I was also told that it's a good idea to use distilled water, but when I first was told about this, I was told by an ear, nose, and throat specialist, and he told me it was fine to use tap water. This is, when I say this, I mean irrigating. This is a neti pot. It's just empty. It's clean. Don't panic. It's not disgusting. I wash this really thoroughly every single time I use it, but it's a neti pot. I'm not going to film myself using the neti pot, but you fill this with really hot water. If it's distilled water, I guess you have to heat it first, but you need to make sure it's not so hot that it's going to burn you, because you're going to inhale on one side, you're going to let it go up one side and then let it go down the other side, so it can't be too super hot, because you trust me, you don't want to burn yourself when you're doing this. But you fill this with water, either tap water or distilled. They did say distilled is preferable, so you want to mix the distilled water with natural sea salts. Let the sea salts dissolve completely, mixed up. Just make sure it's hot, but not so hot that it's going to burn you. And then you let the water go up one side and go down the other side, and let the other water go out the other way. And then you go the other side, let it go up that way and out the other. Doing that has helped me avoid nosebleeds. The other thing that will help you avoid nosebleeds, in addition to doing the irrigating, is to find your cheekbones underneath the skin, under the cheekbones, where the cheekbones are. Follow them up to the nose, right where they meet with your nose, and then just apply pressure. And you can also very vigorously, and when I say vigorous, I mean dig to the point of discomfort. You want this to be uncomfortable, but you want to put pressure here. It's right near where the eyes are, but it's right where those cheekbones meet with your nose. You just want to hold that there, apply pressure there. If you have a nosebleed, that's also a good spot to apply pressure, and you want to hold your head up while you're doing it. But applying pressure in these spots will also help with nosebleed prevention. So this is nosebleed prevention tips. And once again, when I'm here in a few more days, I'm going to show you a few exercises you can do if you have problems with sleep apnea. I'm going to just show you a couple right now. First one is vigorous massage. And again, when I say vigorous, I mean to the point of discomfort. Right underneath where the cheekbones are, near to the nose, you want to just very vigorously massage with your two fingers, index finger and middle finger. Very, very vigorous massage to the point of discomfort. And it should affect your voice. If you're speaking and you're making these circles, you should be able to hear that as you talk, these circles. Both directions, you want to go clockwise and counterclockwise. Very, very vigorous. And then the next one, and this is the last one I'm going to be showing you for now, and as the person who showed me this said, he said, you want this to hurt. This should be uncomfortable. Take your knuckles, pointy knuckles, and go out to the sides of the nose and just hold them in. And you can also very vigorously, again to the point of pain, massage right out to where the nose is, right to where, when I say where the nose is, where the nose meets with your face, right at the corner, outside the nostrils. Put those points right there and just hold the pressure. And yes, This kind of hurts a little bit. This is a little bit uncomfortable, but hold this position, or you can do a massage. You can also go out a little bit for the nose, but come back in and massage. And again, that's uncomfortable, but that will help with emptying your sinuses out. I do have a bunch more, but I'm not going to cover them now. That will be on my next video. My next video will be all sorts of exercises you can do if you have sleep apnea, or if you're trying to avoid having sleep apnea and you're trying not to deal with the CPAP mask. But for now, if you like my channel, if you'd like to see more, on the bottom right screen of your video screen, you should see a little subscribe icon. If you don't, just look underneath the video, but you can subscribe to my channel if you wish. It's free to do, and it just means that YouTube will notify you on occasion when I make changes to my channel. And when I say on occasion, it is occasional, unless if you want to be notified every single time and you don't mind your browser constantly nagging you, when you click that subscribe link, a little bell icon will show up. You'll see the word subscribe, and you'll see a little bell icon right next to it. If you click the bell icon, parentheses will surround it, which means you will be notified every single time I make a change to my video, or if I add a video to my channel. I don't recommend doing that because it will bother you outside of your browser, but if you don't mind that, I say go for it. It helps me as a small YouTuber to have people subscribe to my channel. So if you don't mind and you want to subscribe, please feel free. Also, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, comments underneath the video, anything you want. Any sort of interactivity is very much appreciated. And if you don't have time for any of that, then just thank you very much for making the time to come to my channel and listen to me babble. Thank you so much. Namaste, peace and light, and I will see you again soon. Take care.